life is going to change completely from this particular day. You've been chosen for an essential mission to protect an extremely dangerous and unpredictable object. Have you ever heard of SCP-354, the Blood Pond? Today we get you there all together to introduce containment protocol of the object. So, let's begin. You'll be able to ask questions later. The object was first discovered in the northern Alberta, Canada, by civilians who crashed on a passenger plane. According to the legend, this pond is a reservoir filled with human blood. Locals do believe that by means of the blood pond, some entities from the underworld are able to sneak into the world of ours. The Foundation reacted to the events as soon as it was possible and started their research. Since then, the object was named and its class was labeled as Killer. At first, the object didn't display any activity, but Epsilon 38 unit, whose task was to patrol the location of the object, were first to face SCP-354 true power. All of them are missing at death. The reason of their death is classified. Then, the decision was made to create a full containment zone, which was the complex layer heading very soon. In this zone, no activity has been noticed since the incident, but for the last 2 months, abnormal magnetic induction and emitting were observed with indicating devices. One of our scientists hypothesized that the object accumulates energy to relocate a new creature, more powerful. Your task is to prevent its emergence or consequences. Have any questions?
Greetings! We're a small team developing a game about SCP-354 Red Pool called SCP Invasion, and would like to present to you our project. It doesn't take much time. We have a development plan consisting of 3 phases. The first is a single-player horror game set in a large open location with a small storyline. The second is a multiplayer game about the confrontation between the SCP Foundation members and SCP objects at the Red Pool location, where you can choose both sides to play. The third is to support the game and add new content. Our team prepares many unique gameplay features over each phase that you have not seen in SCP games before. Some of them will be presented in the video below, and now let us give you more information about these phases. Phase 1. Right now we're focused on the creating of a single-player prologue game that tells the story of Red Pool SCP-354. Development has been going on for a year now, and we have something to show you. Location where the action takes place. The main antagonist and his main mechanics. Most of the gameplay mechanics of the main character, such as interaction with surrounding objects, inventory, shooting, and movement. Interface and main menu. Model of props, weapons, the inventory and exterior of the complex. Yes, you heard it right, the game will have a complex represented by several buildings. Concept art of other possible creatures, single-player campaign story, and in-game soundtrack. Now let's talk more detailedly about our plans for the next phases of the development. Phase 2. Next, we want to implement a system of factions, Class D, Scientists, MTF, and more from the official story of the SCP Foundation. There will be a confrontation between people and SCP objects in an open locations with elements of horror and roleplay. People's mission is to capture or destroy SCP objects, perform additional tasks when the mission of SCP will be to destroy people. We will use the best gameplay features from first phase to develop a high-quality multiplayer experience. Only with your financial support we will have the opportunity to gradually introduce new content. Everyone who supported us will receive preferences and bonuses in the game equivalent to their contribution to the project. Phase 3. If the second phase is successful, then we'll add new modes to the game and embody game situations and stories from this universe. And now a small FAQ. Why are we using Patreon? Isn't it easy to create a game and put it on Steam? Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time and effort to create a good game. It will take 2 to 4 years of working at least 6 people on the team. Game development is very expensive because of software licenses, graphics and audio editors, plugins, servers, websites. We have been working at a loss for a year and we will not survive with your financial support. This work is very difficult and that's why specialists in the game sphere have very high salaries. Game development is a technically challenging process. In other words, this is a total hell. This fact makes working on the SCP Invasion project very unprofitable and risky. That's why many SCP projects have been closed. No pain, no gain. Check out our Discord server, subscribe to our social networks to stay tuned. We will be glad to see you as a part of our community. A demo game is coming out very soon, with the mechanics that were described in this video. Do not miss it. Thanks for your attention. With your help, SCP will never die.
Alright, if you got that, I shouldn't have to explain you anything, but if you skipped it, it's a game about the SCP 354, the Red Pool, and we are ordered to help out whatever the fuck is happening in the facility surrounding the place. The Prologue. This is also gonna be a game on Steam, I'm pretty sure. As time goes on, the devs will improve it, but right now, this is an itch.io exclusive version of the game that you can download whenever you want. Panic level, noise level. Dear Dr. McAllister, I have a gift for you. I managed to get the thing you wanted for your research. It lies in this drawer. The password is the answer to the riddle, which you can easily solve, because you and I are brilliant scientists. We do understand each other perfectly. Simple staff are no match for us, are they? A crowd of people, across the golden ratio. Password? I have no fucking idea. Oh. Can't do much about that.
Who the hell's there? Don't panic, don't panic. Inhale, exhale. Nothing happened. Everything's alright. HQ, it's 59031. Do you copy? 59032 is found dead. We seem to have an intruder in the area. Ready your clear, 59031. Move to 594 location and wait for further instructions. HQ, it's 59031. Do you copy? Holy jets, there's been a massacre. 5904 turned to pieces. They're even on trees. Please, I need evacuation. They're all dead. Get me out of there immediately.
SCP-354, the Blood Pond, Containment Zone Protocol, due to the emergency situation personnel with clearance level above 2 are to follow directions given below. All personnel except C and D classes personnel are to be evacuated immediately. Any objects in the area are to be contained if possible. Any uncontained carrier class SCPs are to be eliminated by means of Mobile Task Force's elimination protocol if possible. We finally cleared the lake from grass and these devilish mushrooms. I can no longer look at them. At first glance, they are somehow similar to ordinary mushrooms, but their mycelium behaves completely differently. It spreads over great distances and nobody knows why this is happening. I need to stop thinking about it. If only scientists would know something new. Dear Riventone, Security Department Commander, Dear Diary, Dr. Whiten recommended me on, if to be more precise, ordered to keep at least some seconds from time to time, so that in case of unforeseen mimetic influence and a sharp abnormal personality change, she could track the deviations and they shoot me down. I adore my job. Well, whatever. After all, it's a wonderful way to stay sane. The object affects everyone here indeed. There's no doubt about it. The scientific department began a development of some kind of pills, not in vain. They are supposed to neutralize those effects, but, as I think, they will become another light drug for our poor brains. I feel this tightness in the air all over the complex. People are flying off the nails. Equipment slowly becomes hardly useful, and the administration doesn't care. I should definitely check the condition of the arsenal. It's high time. I found an overcoat yesterday and can't understand where it had come from. I'm sure that... what is that? Quants? Don't mean anything similar, and the scientists are too obedient to bring it here. Oh, it's the guards, sorry. According to the protocol, we aren't allowed to carry any unidentified objects to the containment zone, but this overcoat doesn't have any identification marks on it and its origin unknown. I've been trying to get the point of this strange object for 2 hours when suddenly I realized my mind to be absolutely unclear, so I decided to take it to the researchers.
True task is to stay alive.
You copy? I was informed that you're alone there. You're our only hope. And I hope you're capable of operating those turrets. Don't waste my time. Give your instructions.
I need to.
We can't operate turrets from HQ. System shows that the cable is damaged. You'll have to activate them manually. Find access cards and use each one for each turret. All responsibilities on you. Follow the exact order and you'll have more chances with turrets. Try to run, and then you cannot come back. Then you can consider yourself eliminated.
Scarmag. Don't see any fucking mags, cards, however. I am full. A shield? During the examination of the objects area, it was found that a substantial solid iron and cobalt deposit located at a depth of approximately 375 meters underground. It possesses considerable magnetic properties. According to our magnet field indicators, some electronic devices may be influenced by its induction and even broke down. An analysis has shown that properties of the object differs from typical characteristics. It also has an abnormal linking concerning SCP-106. This connection should be examined more properly to find any evidence of the object's true origin or its denial. Report from psychotherapist Amelia Whiten. During the standard monthly psychological checkup of the security unit, one of the soldiers, in particular Alex Leacher, who is on permanent duty at SCP-354, mentioned his little brother running along the shore of the lake and disappearing into the bushes. I asked him to describe in more detail what he had seen, because it is said in his file that all his relatives, including his younger brother and parents, died in a fire 4 years ago. But after my question, he asked me to change the subject and, as it seemed to me, felt frightened. I am unable to give a definite answer whether it was a simple hallucination due to emotional overload or the influence of SCP-354. I recommend watching after Alex properly to avoid any risks. Jesus Christ, limbs here. Still gotta find the cards. Preferably stay away from the bushes, as they seem to make noise. Oh! Pills. Should take another now. Wonder what the adrenaline does. I mean, it should give me more speed. Or so I think. Whoa! It's hard to realize that when you're looking at the other screen at the same time. He's not gonna be happy I stepped on that. What is increasing my panic? Do I have to shoot those? That might be. He's hiding there. Let me see what adrenaline does. Oh yeah, very fast regeneration. That makes sense. Wow, the adrenaline goes for so long. A real man wouldn't panic like this. There was a blue guy in front of me. Barely saw it. Here's another. Another mag. Reloading. Here it is. You have to headshot it. Pills. Ah. He will probably plan to attack soon. Just gotta run around the whole thing and get to the entrance. We made it. I have all the cards. Damn. That'll teach you.
Master, you piece of metal.
Oh! The hell is this?
Of course, they're on their way. Of course.
I'm all fine. For now. I just gotta wait for reinforcements. Damn, I can't see. I died? Here we are. Oh, shit! Get off me, man! Gotta heal my ass.
Of course, they're on their way. Of course.
I wonder what that does. We'll have to see and figure it out, I suppose. Turrets are shooting those, I'm certain of it. Oh! Stay the fuck down! Oh, that slows it down. Interesting. That could be really useful to me. Look at that, slow down. The reinforcements shouldn't be taking this long. Something's wrong. Bomb! That takes a long... Oh, Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Something's not right. Ugh.
God, I want to live. Please, I want to stay alive.
I hope everything will be under control this time. Tell your people to watch where they step. If we lose control, we won't resist the outcome of his behavior. What if everything goes wrong? Just follow the protocol. Any different result is unacceptable.
Attention all units, initialize the Able Project. All units be advised, initialize the Able Project.
So that was that. It was a bit rough around the edges, a couple of bugs, but this is obviously not the final product. It's going to get fixed, hopefully, and improved. A bit of these blue panic-inducing monsters appear in the walls, so you can't really do anything. Other than that, everything probably worked the way it was intended, except for the balls of electricity being propelled around for no fucking reason due to the explosion of their friends, making them almost untargetable. But other than that, it's a good game for an SCP community. I hope the devs improve on it, and I see a lot of potential. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. I'll see you around. Bye bye!